Hello, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Alyssa and today I have a video that I'm gonna call Guess the Look. And this video idea came from Stone. I'm going to link their channel and their Instagram, and we are doing this as a collab. Stone came up with the idea that we are both going to use our Citrus Punch palettes because that's the only palette we have in common, and so, you know, it works well. And I'm going to do a typical Alyssa look with this palette on one eye, and on the other eye, I'm going to do what I think Stone might come up with as a look. And then, you know, we're gonna get to all find out together how well did I do at duping their look and how well did Stone do at duping my look. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say, let's get into the video. So I wouldn't say it's cheating. I mean, I've seen Stone's looks, you know, and I always like them when Instagram decides to show them to me. Otherwise, sometimes I just have to go and seek them out. But yeah, so I mean, I'm already familiar, but I wanted to kind of go and see if my gut feeling was, you know, what I would see. All right, now this is not exactly, basically my thought was some sort of like red and blending out with orange, but there isn't a red in here. I don't know, would Stone mix the colors to get a red? I feel like not. I don't know, that feels a little too like fussy. So, all right, but I am gonna kind of go around, and I don't like to have my eyeshadow go down very low. Part of it is because during the day, my eyeshadow often travels under here anyway, so why start it there? I mean, it's gonna end up on my cheeks at that point. But I know that Stone does like to have it go down a bit, and so, you know, for the purpose of this, I am going to go ahead with that. And so, yeah, getting just sort of this basic shade here. Oh, so I'm using the blood orange shade because that was kind of the smokiest, deepest type of shade. Not that, I wouldn't say we're going for dark. It's just I was trying to have like a deeper red. And like I said, I don't have that exactly in here. And then I'm gonna blend it out with an orange. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that and see what happens. I'm gonna start by blending out with Punch to see how that goes. I might wanna go lighter. So yeah, but oh, this is actually really pretty together. And I feel like Stone doesn't do as many shimmers, so I actually might keep this shimmer free. I don't know, maybe I'll peek again and see what I think. All right, I feel like I'm kind of losing, like they're almost going together. So I think I want to go with a brighter, lighter orange. I'm just getting the extra off. And so I'm gonna go into, do I go into orange? No, I'm gonna go into Clementine, which is a light orange, just so that we can get a little bit more of the contrast between the two. Now, I feel like I've come up a little bit higher than Stone does. Like, I feel like Stone also just has more eye space. So, you know, hate you, just kidding. I wish I had more eye space. All right, I feel like this is kind of closer. So now let me go back into the blood orange shade and how do I want to say that? Just relayer it up, you know, really get that showing as a different kind of color. I could go for a smoky, pinky orange eye, like, all right, it's, I need to use my regular mirror, I feel like I'm getting a little, yeah, it looks way different than in that mirror. Part of it's because I still have the plastic cover on there. All right, yeah, so I want to think about what to do for this inner corner. So let me take a little gander again. All right, I feel like I need to loop it all the way around. But as far as shimmer, honestly, yeah, there's some, but mostly matte and maybe just a little hint of sparkle. So I feel like I might stick with the matte, but let me bring that color inward. So I'm gonna use a smaller brush to do that. I'm cleaning off. All right, so start with the blood orange. Just make sure I really am bringing this in. Well, I don't normally go dark all the way in here. How do I have shimmer here? This must be from like yesterday? I don't know. Unless I had a little bit on the brush, it's possible. It's really hard to cover up. It just wants to stay shiny. All right, and then for the orange, I'm going back into that brighter, lighter orange and doing that here. I'm just trying to make my brush smaller. And then again, underneath. Kind of. Now the shade going outward, I feel like I would want to go, yeah, past where I normally go. So actually, let me go ahead and start dragging this out. I'm gonna go into the actual orange shade a little bit here, just to do this. And then I'm gonna go again back into the blood orange and kind of work that in a little more angular. And then blend. So. I'm getting some fallout. All right, let me clean that up a little bit. I know I'm getting sparkles from this. I thought that might happen. I got a new eyeshadow and I was playing with it and all the things have this sparkle now on them. Well, you know, it's just my personality. I want to try to think about now what kind of look I would do, because, you know, I want to make it that Stone could actually predict, you know, like, oh, this is the type of look Alyssa would normally do. I don't want it to be like, whoa, where'd that come from? So I am normally sort of a pink and orange person, but I like that bit of yellow. I have been doing green sometimes, but I think I'm going to go with a pink and orange and a hint of yellow, and hopefully that will be more obvious. So for, let's see, for the pink, actually, let's see. There's this Quench shade, which is, I think it is still technically pink. Would we count this as pink? That still counts as pink. All right, I'm going to start with that. Do I start or do I want... I feel like, actually, I should do the orange in the middle, or in this part, and pink out here. Yes, I want to do that because I can get darker pinks in this palette than I can with the orange. All right, so I'm going to stick with this Quench shade for up here. And then we're going to go into, I'm going to go into the Clementine shade, which was that light orange. And I probably should have wiped my brush off a little bit more, but okay. There we go. Oops, I started to dip into Quench again. That is not what I want. All right, so this is getting nice and bright orange, which is good. I like the brightness. And then, all right, now I'm gonna start adding in more of a pink. So I'm gonna do the shade Grapefruit, which is right here. I'm gonna go lower with that. Oh yeah, that's so pink. All right, and I'm going to take it under, because I like to do that. And then I am going to do a little bit of that blood orange shade to deepen, if it'll let me. I feel like I'm kind of layering up a bunch of mattes here in a way, but you know, we'll see what I can get out of it. Let's see. And I'm gonna go back into Quench just to kind of blend around here a bit. I feel like it's really hard to get that darker part going. I should have done it first if I really want it to be dark. Oh, and over here it's getting a little bit funny. What is going on? It's like just stuck to something here. I don't know. I apparently had something that it wants to cling to. So this is not my prettiest look, because now I gotta touch up Stone's look. I'm sorry, Stone. I don't know what happened with my eye here. Goodness gracious. All right. Now I am gonna do shimmer. And the question is, though, what shimmer do I want to use? Oh, and I didn't use my yellow yet. Well, yellow is going to be inner corner for sure. I'm going to do the lightest yellow, Fizz. We're going to put Fizz in that inner corner. And I just got some actually in my inner corner. Oops. All right, that's fine. Okay, I like that. I'm going to bring it around a little bit. And maybe onto the lid a little bit. Okay, now for shimmer, I'm going to start with Tangerine. And I need something sticky. Okay, so let's again try a little, oh yeah, this is better. But you know what's better? Yeah, the mirror. I should just pull that plastic off. All right, and this has enough pink in it that I wasn't sure how it would show up if I wanted to, you know, then go in with like another shimmer. But no, this has the yellow and the pink. It's actually very pink, which is funny because it looks yellow. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Now for the lower lash line, I am going to actually use, let me try Tangy. It's the other yellow shimmer in here. I want to see, I think I like that. Okay. So I did have to wet it, but that's okay. My shades have some hard pan that I am trying to work around. All right, this gives me that little hint of green. I'm also gonna put some up here next to the other, just to kind of loop around. All right, something else I have to think about. Do we do eyeliner? For me, I'm gonna do eyeliner, but for Stone, I'm gonna just do the mascara. And I don't often do mascara myself, so I'm just gonna do mascara on the Stone eye. All right, so I'm starting with the liner. I never know which way to open this container. The cap and the, I don't know, container part of it are very similar size, so it throws me off. I mean, if I look at where the label is, then it works, but I'm not always doing that. This is not my best liner work. Part of it's because I'm still getting used to this particular liner. The brush is like really loaded up and it's not pointy enough for me. So what I've been doing sometimes is then coming in with my brush to try to like thin it out. There we go. That's better. All right, and then for the mascara side, all right, so, or I guess I can use the palette. So we can have this side. And then this side. So we'll have to see once we see each other's videos, you know, who did a better job copying the other one. I have to say, I don't know, it's like in some ways I'm really liking the Stone eye. I don't know, there's something about how it's making my eye pop. Like, it's definitely not like the blending. There was some stuff that was happening. I don't know what with my eye, but I don't know, there's something about it that I feel like it really makes my eye color pop. It also just makes my eye, like, this eye looks so much bigger than this eye right now, the way that is. And it's not making me miss the shimmer, which is interesting. But for this other eye, it's like, I do like this eye though too. Like, this is very, I don't know. I might not have done, I feel like, I don't know. I want to kind of change up this down here a bit, but I'm not sure exactly what I would do. I think some of it is just that I don't always, I just somehow got, I don't even know what happened there. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I often might bring in like another palette to help like deepen or do something else. And like I said, I should have gone with the blood orange shade first if I wanted it to look like it, did over here. But it's like the shimmers are pretty. So I like having that, I like the yellow. But yeah, there is something about this eye. So maybe I need to start make it more like stone. But hopefully this was fun for you to kind of see me copy style, not really a specific look, but a style. And although stone does have a look that is something, like I said, like with a red and an orange blending out. So, kind of copying a look. And, what I might do with the palette. And then we're going to see what stone comes up with for my look and all too. So I'm excited. But thank you so much for watching this one. If you haven't subscribed to Stone's channel, please go do so. They do lots of, a whole variety of content, I feel like, with makeup and skincare products, things like that, and just kind of like a mental well-being kind of thing. I don't know, I like the way that they are focusing on how to improve all aspects of their life, not just using up your makeup. And, there's also lots of interesting makeup looks on their Instagram. It's not just all the same. That's why I was kind of like, well, what? I don't know. Like, there's not like the same look every time. And so that's great. And yeah, so just want to say thank you. And until my next one, I hope you'll be doing well. And I'll see you then. Bye.